back. It is several hours later. Here for part 2 of Hellblade. I figured while we were at it, we may as well try to polish the whole thing off in one day here, if not one go. I am hoping there's not a lot more than I think there is left. That may be the case. I may be getting myself in for a long evening here. But it's a wonderful game, so it's worth it. So we were just about to solve the runes here, our next door seal. Pardon my lip noises. I need to wet my whistle here.
Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
So in addition to those seals lining up parts of the environment to make specific runes, you can also line up parts of the environment that the memory is hazy or broken or corrupted in some way, and you can actually find the right perspective and correct it. Hello again, welcome back. This is called Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. A new game we streamed the first part of this morning, earlier today, and trying now to catch the last half of it. Let's see if we can catch the first rune just from here. Lovely. Then we'll use our newly reconstructed staircase. So yes, if you weren't for the here for the stream this morning, this may get a little dark in places. If you're into that sort of thing, welcome, you're in the right spot. If you may find specific image tasteful, acts of violence, etc., hi, welcome. You're about to see some things, for which I apologize. Okay, I think we need to be over here. Alright, so there's just one more symbol we need to find, I believe. Make sure we got this rune stone. Seems like one that's pretty on the main path, but we'll check it. Hard to miss. Yes. Any of these ones that are blue, I think I have already gotten. I'm on the lookout for red ones, but I've already missed several.
The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Not just menacing, and certainly not just grim, but both. So let's try once more up this ladder. I probably should have just climbed the ladder to get back here earlier. That probably would have been quicker. But oh well. There's our third. Just have to see things from the right angle. I suppose I could have, again, taken the ladder shortcut that they've so generously provided me. But I just like these environments so much, I'm gonna take the long way. The scenic route. Be gone with you, seal. We have no need of you. This is beginning to look like the start of a BioShock game.
The gate. It's opening.
It's coming.
That song
No,
again.
it's nothing good.
It's Hella.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Hella? Is that you?
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior.
Yes.
You're a disgrace.
Yes, I am.
The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up.
I'm
Get
doing
up
my very
and
best.
fight.
Oh, there goes my sword. It was a good sword while it lasted. So that's the Mistress of Death.
Souls.
Pleasure to meet you.
She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us?
That is true.
Is this what
That is what
happens?
reality is called.
A world
Yes.
shaped by Senua's nightmares.
Absolutely terrifying
That's why
concept.
people feared seeing the world through her eyes.
I've never felt so
Because you
alone.
believe that Senua's reality is twisted. You must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten.
Pretty much captures the mood of this Sunday. Right there.
What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow.
Just devastating to hear that voice come from your own mouth.
Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost.
Oh, that looks hot.
Take your sword.
Come on. There.
Tasty. Okay.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question?
Ouch.
Sometimes the answer lies
Straight to
in
the heart of me.
a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
hope that cauterizing my wound was real. I hope that wasn't an illusion. Or else I'm definitely going to have some issues.
It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. You know he's here. He can't be here. It's impossible.
If you didn't catch part 1 here earlier, just so you know, these voices that she's hearing, this is sort of a simulated psychosis she's experiencing, or that we are experiencing together.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
And we are trying to gain entrance to hell, to bargain our beloved's soul back from Hela, the goddess of death, or mistress of death, if you prefer. And Dillion, his name, is strapped to my belt there. To the left, you may see a small sack. He is always with us on this journey of ours. Now we seem to be hallucinating him as a spectral figure in the distance, though we are so close now to the gates of hell. Who knows?
I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
It could just be birds. Yes, it could just be bird dialogue that she's hearing. You're stupid. Look at you down there. Stupid human. Worthless. That's exactly what birds are thinking. At all
Before
times.
she first met him, she was
Especially if you have one in your house in a cage. Oh, he wants to kill you. He or she.
Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbel made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting fire.
I'm sure there are some nice birds that are thinking, oh, look at that human.
On the Orkney Plains.
What a cutie.
That was her world. Like this one. Barren. And lonely.
Much like humans, those birds are rare. Let's check over here very quickly. See if we find another vision of our mother in the rocks.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted.
These are Wednesdays.
Strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
What a beautiful concept. It's gonna take a moment to collect myself emotionally here. Okay. Thanks, Mom. Clutching our side, grunting, we ascend.
It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. There's the truth.
There he was,
Where is he?
the lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Sword play under the shade of a tree.
See him? There he is. Come on, you have to
She
keep doing it.
remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him.
He's there.
The gloom
There, under the
lifted,
tree.
and for the first time in years, she felt
You have to keep Dillion going.
a ray of hope.
This is such a beautiful sequence. is spreading. Again, if you missed it in part 1, they have informed us,
Today,
quite noticeably, that
she mimicked him.
she is corrupted with this darkness.
Secret dance.
And they've told us that if it reaches her head,
Wishing
the game is over, her quest is over. If it gets to her head. We're well above the elbow now.
No. It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Different. You want to believe it's real. It's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Things were so beautiful once.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
Same.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me?
I like how you, as the observer, seem to possess
Don't worry.
whoever she might be interacting with, whoever is on her mind.
I'm Dillian.
She speaks to you directly, even if you are inhabiting the darkness itself.
And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
they won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
This is particularly exquisite in headphones.
Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Back in control.
You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains.
We're still quite wounded and quite swordless.
You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
I think that's what I'm afraid of. That he's waiting for me by the tree at this point. Oh, that looks like a sword.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. It's a trick. It's ending. It's coming from there. Up there. Look, where's it coming from? She started something. Oh.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's
All of your teachers were right. Grammar is
The sword appears whole.
a very powerful
It is an
weapon.
illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shard.
Okay.
What's the shard? Find it.
So we have to piece together our new ultimate god-slaying sword
The runes.
from shards,
Go to the shard.
which I've activated here.
Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus.
Appear to be 4 or perhaps 5 of them.
Look. Get closer. What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn. And
This is why you
it would be
don't make the
death
dwarves
of
angry.
king.
Can't afford
I
it.
tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we?
Hello and welcome.
It feels
I'm very excited to be playing this game. I'm having a lovely time, sorting through all of my emotional issues.
So strange
One by
that
one.
we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death because we have no answer for it. But when
Ouch.
it comes, and forces
Conspire
itself
to
on our
hide
friends
death
or
because we have no answer for it.
then comes the reckoning.
feel the dead in the air. You can feel the dead.
Let's check around the side for rune stones here briefly. Rune stones. After all of that excitement, no.
He cares about her too much. He loves her.
Okay then,
It's not Dillian.
into the dark with us.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there?
So as we mentioned in part 1, her psychosis gets significantly worse in darkness.
Dillian, I'm here.
To a point where you cannot
have
continue to play the game anymore.
Like when we first
So as long as we have a torch, we're okay. But as soon as that torch goes out, for any reason, we are in trouble for a number of reasons.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
I'll get you. You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find Find him, get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
Those voices sure are encouraging, just when you need it most. Positive reinforcement for you there.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that these?
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
That's interesting. When I lit that torch, the doorway there seemed to change to perhaps this doorway behind me. Like there's a similar shield on the wall and a lit torch that way now. Which makes me think that way is a trap. Instantly. But that could be what they want me to think.
I can hear him. The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder.
So let's try this again. Both doorways are darkened.
Follow the voice.
Let's light this torch.
It's him. He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Okay, nothing happened that time. Sure. Not sure if I'm supposed to be following a visual clue or if I'm supposed to be following his anguished wails. Well, let's continue our plan of avoiding those, just in case. Who knows?
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can
Oh,
you go?
that
You're
looked-
failing. Find a
Looked like a mistake.
focus. Use your mind. He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers.
And now the shields aren't the same.
To find another way. There has to be another
Huh.
It's not him. It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
The wailing does seem to be getting slightly louder. I want to believe that's a good sign.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's in there? What is it?
A secret room.
Close.
How do you get in there?
How does she get in there? Maybe you can't. There's no way.
I don't know how she gets in there.
There's always a
That voice. It's not Dillian.
I have no answer for the voices. And we're back. Back in the labyrinth. This looks like, some red light. It's always something you want to go directly towards. Whenever you see something like this, yeah, definitely just put one foot in front of the other. Go on in. Oh my. No thank you. Let's take a peek over here. Alright, nothing for it.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
And that's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it has not crashed entirely. I'm sure it's just taking its sweet time. I am genuinely not sure. Not sure if I'm still with you. Oh, good. I am still with you. We have apparently been thrust into a brief intermission to think about what we've done. I have no clue what may be happening behind the scenes. At some point, I'm just going to have to call a spade here, I suppose, and try restarting it. That is rather unfortunate. Hopefully you will stick with me here. I haven't tried exiting out of a game entirely in Twitch. If for any reason it messes up, I will start it back up, and we'll do a part 3. But let me just try this real quick. One moment. Possibly. We'll see if this kept us together. I'm so sorry. A small break in the immersion. We'll see where it puts us back. Let me know if anyone's having issues out there. Hopefully you're back in now. With my apologies. Okay, back up at the beginning of the labyrinth. Regrettably, we'll take a brief walk again.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it.
Thank you for bearing with me.
This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
I don't really know if there was any logic. Ooh,
Who's there?
spooky. Hello and welcome. I don't know if there was any logic to the path I picked last time that was correct or not, but
Lillian,
let's
I'm here.
try to do a similar
I'm
thing
here for
here.
the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Alright, so he's walking out here.
Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
You let him go again. Let him.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could you lose him?
I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead?
Don't touch the walls.
Oh, I'm definitely hearing voices.
Turn back.
Don't you worry about
She
that.
has to keep going. It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can save you. It's too scary.
I can hear him. The voice is getting louder.
Just continue
Listen.
following what I believe is his voice.
Listen. It's getting louder. There he is. You're getting closer. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
It could be that I'm just missing potential rune stones. Is the mistake I may be making, but I think this is the right path for forward progress.
What's happening?
You can always find those rune stones later.
I'm lost without him.
That doesn't sound right. What's in there? What is it? A secret.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop.
There's our red glow again. Let's hope the technical gremlins are on our side this time.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Well, that was very dramatic. The whole fade to black and then just leave you hanging. That was very effective if they had picked it back up with some later theatrics. Such as these. May I present, for your viewing pleasure, theatrics.
I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
How about an I'm proud of you, and I believe in you no matter what your decision may be?
I can see the darkness.
Would that
in
be
your
so
eyes,
difficult?
I met a boy.
Boy.
A chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can.
A real optimistic.
When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
We've all heard a variation of this speech at one point in our lives.
You will not defy the gods.
Sorry to make you relive it.
Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Well, wasn't that a pleasant exchange? I'm not boiling with white-hot fury now or anything. That's fine. I'm fine.
There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more.
I guess we need to circle back around to that one.
Easy.
The other way here.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
Okay. Let's steel ourselves for whatever is about to happen next.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
He always has the best stories, doesn't he? Uplifting and cheerful. Plague tales, we call them, of the good old days.
This place feels creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange.
It does feel wrong.
Where
I'm
is
with
he?
you there.
Where are we? Turn back. There he is. There he is. The light. Go towards it. He's in the
Hi.
He's disappearing. Follow him. Don't let him
Oh,
disappear.
goodbye.
Gone. Keep going. How do you find it? It's just a trial. It's just another test. You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Oh, of course.
He's so close.
Couldn't
Just one.
extend me a 2x4 or anything. Of course I'd have to get in the muck.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. No. Not everyone can.
Oh no, I smell it.
When she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing.
You have to fix it.
And they knew.
No one's laughing now.
Like that.
Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
Alright, we have blockages. I regret to inform you. I'm pleased to inform you your blockages are gone. Just try to avoid any strenuous activity for the next 48 hours. Ah, that opens a door, because I guess when I took the battlements down, it broke the stairway, removed the stairway up to the ladder. There it is. And now this door should still be open.
What now? You can see it.
Switch, switch.
The bridge.
Just have to choose what you want to believe is true.
She did it. You fixed the bridge. She fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house.
You succeeded.
Let's see if we can dry off our pants now. That's a very important part of the healing from trauma process. Getting your pants to a nice dry place. Just because of the muck, I feel I should clarify. Possibly also the fear, but it's mostly the muck.
Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there?
You have to
Come
find
out
him.
if you are.
Focus.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
Oh no. I'm in a new place now.
Go to him. He's trying to save you.
It appears as though there is some flaming spirit or something in the distance.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. Let it see it is. Go to
In addition to the spirit of Dillian.
Focus. 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 Two more.
Okay.
Where are they?
Yikes. That took me longer than I'd hoped.
Don't let it see you. You'll start to burn.
What should I do?
I'll start to burn if it sees me. That's unfortunate.
Where is he? is taking too long. Can you hear him? You're lost.
You're taking too long, Dad.
Where are you? You're lost. A light. Go towards it. Find us. We'll have to find one more. One
All right, one more.
Find the other symbol. You're lost. Yes. Where is he? See it. You've got him.
Okay, now I just need to find that door again.
Run!
Oh, yikes. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Too close. Just too close. That's gonna spread the corruption up our arm a bit more. Oh well. And it looks like I need to try from the beginning. Okay. Understood. Regrettable, but understood.
It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. Feel it. You'll die. Can you feel it? You're dying. The burning is dying. Run now. Run. Save here. Run. Senua, you don't even have your sword.
I promise I'm trying.
Where's your sword? Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what
You feel unsafe? You're just a passenger in here. I'm driving the bus. I feel unsafe. Oh, I guess that's not very fair. If you're a passenger in the bus and this is happening, it's probably worse. Having no control whatsoever. Oh, yikes. That is just too bad. I keep cutting it way too close. Okay. Another in a long line of bad days.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
Where do I begin?
Blaming me for They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are.
It's just something evil people say.
People. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Ah, the look on her face, every time someone says that it's not her fault, or that she is not a monster, just kills me. What a fantastic performance.
What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just
Onward.
Tell you a story about a god
Another shard.
called Balder, the second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him.
He was basically Aaron Eckhart.
To die.
We're back in BioShock. It always starts with a man. And a lighthouse. And like some old photographs, probably. And a lit cigarette. And a tape recorder that's covered in seaweed. That's how it always starts.
What is it? What does it see? You want to see what the mask sees.
Whoa.
She doesn't.
That's a fancy bit of statuary.
Where are we?
What is this?
It's the
Oh.
same. It's another world.
Okay.
It's lighter.
We have dark and rainy, or we have happy times. With a repaired staircase.
Let's stay here. I like the way it's the bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
As soon as everything's fine around me environmentally, the voices are all happiness. And oh, look, it's great. It's sunshine and rainbows.
Overcome
Let's
with
stay
grief,
here.
The gods send
The
heralds
minute things
to
get
ride
rough.
Hel and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me.
He loves
Gods
you.
send messengers to heaven. We will find
Dillian, we're here. Dillian.
Let's try this. Switch it back. Now that we have this side open, we don't need the bridge to be repaired, the staircase. And I believe that door, gate, up there is now open. Since we've put this bridge down, we're in good shape.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Well, of course it's not safe.
Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Before he disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Way too many times. Where is he?
Still looking for this rune symbol, too, despite all the switching.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom.
There we are.
Explored new paths into the unknown.
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
I'm getting the distinct impression that he might be in the dark world. Without me. I'm not sure why. one-handed around a corner. So sorry.
You have no
Motion
choice.
sickness.
Nobody will love you again.
So I do believe we will be able to open this now. Okay.
Where are you taking me? He's up there because he believed in you. There's a way. There is a way up there. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
There we go. Repair the memory of the staircase.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
No,
His love has tortured
I
you.
will not accept that voice in my head.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian.
All right, what do we got?
She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement.
We can make it daytime, or whatever we want to call that time. Let me just check if there's anything up here first.
But the shadow
Will we
of
do any
darkness
switcheroos?
And she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past. And Dillian. Her future.
Aha, we can change it from up here, too.
Two realities.
Nice.
Staring at her soul.
Let's continue our exploration of the rainy section. That is broken.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like? Look what happens to the thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves. Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed. These rooms mean
Okay, so we would need to be on the other side of that walkway, I guess, to open this door. But once we do, we should be able to access it even during the rainy section. Let's switch that now.
closer to Dillian. Dillian, you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? Sound of ears.
Ah, there it is. But I must need to get on the other side to flip it. I think I can do that over here. Yes, now this interior catwalk, whatever this is, walkway,
The way
is repaired. No, if I think real hard, I do remember the way that he touched me. Yep. Yep, I've got it. Alright, that's chained. Let's try, now that we have a way to get back here when it's rainy, let's see if it's still chained
does it feel like to
at that point.
so strong?
She should have listened to her code.
Why didn't she listen to him? She thought she could define him. Was it worth it?
I think the voices are sort of switching between themes as we switch between night and day. Also, she talks more of Dillian and of the positive things during the day and more of her father and the negative things when it's raining.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead.
He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
And when they do reference Dillian here, it's always to blame me. Okay, so we need it to be light in order for the rune to actually exist. But now we can get over to the correct side of it.
Dillian's in the tower.
He's there.
There we go.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing?
Oh, what if it is? What if it's all pointless? At least it's got some great shadows and lighting detail.
You think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the worlds. What if they're all about wasting your time just delaying? He cared in a way that nobody else did.
That must be all three.
I think she's doing. You're special. She thinks she.
They mean nothing.
All right. Let's see if we can catch up to our beloved. After a brief game of tipsy balancing.
Dillian! Be the first time. There he is.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father,
Ooh,
the chieftain who believed
careful.
everything he couldn't see,
Careful now.
and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful.
Not helping, guys. Not helping up there.
It's not safe. You're going to fall.
Your negativity is making me lose core strength.
She's comfortable. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind.
But you understand me, don't you, Dillian?
The faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the
Yeah, probably.
only gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
That means a lot to me, Dillian, thank you.
I left for the wilds.
I needed to hear that, Dillian.
Darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember.
They seem to have moved on to a new tactic. Now they're telling me that the more I progress, the more that they're just tricking me and taking my memories away.
From the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods.
This may be the last
Their
one.
Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom.
Now that's how he lost that old thing.
In blindness,
I was always curious.
wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
You know I always appreciate your stories. Druth, if that is your name.
Who's there? Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
I can't see anything.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts.
Oh, that is so
Tell me
cool.
what you feel.
The breeze.
Good.
I think I'm actually seeing what she hears.
Where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
Breeze in the hallway out there.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
I hear a great blockage. I'm like holding my breath as I go through this section here. So sorry for the long, tense silences.
I think I'm somewhere else now.
I need all the
Breeze is gone.
audio clues I can have. Clues. That's a new way to say it.
What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
Okay, going towards the water, Dillian. Thank you for your sage advice.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward.
Ain't that the truth?
Prove that in the warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
I'm beginning to hear corpses. I'm beginning to hear some things, Dillian.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here.
Yes, he's strapped to my belt. He's here with me.
Lost in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
frozen water. I can't go on this way.
Then look for another way and tell me what you find.
There is a house.
Those appear to be those same, totems of Valravan, or whatever they were that we were seeing earlier. Not sure what that means.
I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Well, if you say so. I think you were wrong. I think you were wrong. I think I should be afraid.
There's something in here.
Do you see it? No. Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it. One step.
It's not necessarily true. It could have better eyesight than me. But okay, Dillian. No, I was hoping there'd be a way past there. Okay. Try not to jangle the chains, would you? It's not too much trouble.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
Oh man, her eyes are appropriately wide for how dark it is in here, I imagine. But because we can see her, it has sort of a haunting effect. Oh, there's whatever's chasing me. Okay. I'd like to just, sneak right on by.
There's more of them.
If you feel that's
I
appropriate.
think they're moving.
You're breathing too fast. Listen to the sound of your breath. In and out. In.
Oh, this is, deeply unnerving.
It will pass. You can do this, Senua.
Again, if you say so, Dillian. I'm acting on literal blind faith here. But you haven't steered me wrong so far, my friend. Coming upon something. Better than a bunch of monsters, at least.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks. Of death.
The darkness is testing you. But you are in control.
Okay. I wonder what's beneath me. Maybe a cotton candy machine? I bet that's it. I bet that's what I see flailing around down there.
There's a well.
Don't turn back.
And I'd give my eye for a sip of this. Oh, yikes. Oh, this seems like a mistake. It seems like a huge mistake.
Come to listen.
Dillian. Is that you?
Sometimes you fall into a cave and a pit and maybe a sewer system full of unspeakable horrors, and you just have to press on and pretend they're not even there. And in this way, you will find safety. Or really just a lot of muck and rotten goo. If you're into that sort of thing, hooray!
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
Again, stop reading from my personal diary.
You see me? Yes. Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
That's very kind. And I do appreciate it. Okay, was that indeed the last shard? Let's take a look around.
Go get the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk a goddess.
Guess we need to go all the way around again.
Halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Now, don't get optimistic. This isn't the time. No, I'm sure it is. I'm sure this is the time for optimism. Okay, let's try this again.
Dillion gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind, and become a warrior in Dillion's clan.
Go back. It's not safe.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
No. He left it here. He wants me to take it.
That's right.
You will pay a price
That's the way.
for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dillion?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
Oh my. Okay.
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Hold your heavy strike. Hold it. Hold the heavy strike.
Time to try this new sword.
Hold your heavy. Unleash the sword. She can't remember. Should she focus? The main focus is building. It's building. She finished. Focus. Focus now.
Let's just stop trying to harm them before they give me an opportunity to. Since they're in some sort of ghostly form.
There's nowhere to run to.
In the
Oh, that is a lovely new sword.
The corpse
I'll
waved
take
through
it.
itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them.
Yeah.
The ship that had
We're about to see some things here. Fair warning for this part, particularly.
Secret. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
We have truly entered into the gates of hell here.
She's lost. She's lost. She doesn't know where she's...
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward.
Not today.
You ran from your curse instead of facing it.
Not with my new sword,
You
no.
turned your back on your father, Zimbo. You turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
I can hurt them in ghostly form when I'm using this mirror focus mode. Please run. There we go. And that helps a lot. Thank you, mirror.
Galena! Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua? Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
That must be where I came from.
Darkness took her life and
It's easy. Easy to do after combat.
It's taking further and further into it. Surrender to the darkness. Darkness is here.
Let's go further into where it's raining blood around a sea of corpses. Deeper. Deeper even. Yes, please.
Mother! I need you! Help me!
You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved mother was powerless against the darkness when it came for her. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
Finish this! End it now! Focus! Now! Focus! Finished!
No. For the last time, no. You're not gonna get your stabs in. That's not what I'm here for.
Get out of the way! You can do this. Focus.
Man, I love that, that Muay Thai knee there. That is just fantastic. Oh, they got me. Let's get out of there.
End it now. This is nearly the end. He's gone. Yes, sir.
Okay, more. Sure. Let's fight some more. Why not? do this all day. Sure, why not? How about some more? Oh, too early every time. There we go.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike it. You finished it.
Why do you still fight on? Maybe you too could suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood seep into the seas and the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after
No, so close.
Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you.
Who isn't these days? Come on.
Hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued. Do you think he would thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
Ooh. That was quite the, swordsman's test. I'm gonna try this way. No clue. Let's try this way. Oh, this is looking very familiar, though. Let's take a quick peek the other way, just in case. I don't want to go all the way back around to the beginning. I have such a hard time going the direction I was after I'm in combat. This must be correct. Up and out.
You're both dead. You both surrendered to the
Almost out of this absolutely terrifying living nightmare that we'll never forget. I promise.
You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses. Voices to come. The voices have taken the voices.
The bridge of friendship. Thank you for holding on long enough to allow my passage. Both of you. And, get yourself some aloe heavy skin creams. That'll help with the itching.
I can't fight it anymore.
Okay, we done here? Okay.
Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
I'll be right back here one moment while this is going.
Look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you.
I'm back.
Who do you trust?
Haunted.
Him? Or me? Do you still
Oh,
believe
this
in
is not the
Senua?
time for ultimatums. Come on,
Enough.
Dillion. I'm having enough trouble as it is without your silly ultimatums.
Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help. A little hope.
Also, the sword doesn't hurt. I appreciate the hope, don't get me wrong. So now that we are rearmed, shall we say, let's head back to that large gate we passed earlier that was blocked. We seem to have recovered somewhat as well. Hello. Yes, hello, old friends.
I'm here to help you. Senua. We're back. We found her. We found you. We thought we lost you. Where have you been? Here she is. Don't worry.
Kinda hard to explain where I've been. You ever seen mountains and mountains of charred corpses as far as the eye can see? It's sort of like that.
Look up. Just up there. Listen to us. Sit. Shall we tell her where to go? Shall we?
Does she know which way to look? Does she know her way into the mountain?
She's a good girl, isn't she? Look. So clever. Did you miss us? Oh, she did.
There's a door.
You can do it.
You can see it.
Come on, Senua.
Go away. I'm not listening.
Good for you. Stand up for yourself. Okay, let's go for it.
You can't go back. Something's behind the door. What is it?
She can feel it.
No.
Don't open the door.
Don't go in. Don't
Turn back.
What's in there?
Get back! A great beast guards Helheim. Garm is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stink.
Dillion said she'd go. Run. Stay in the
What are you
light.
afraid of, Senua? How will you save Dillion if you are too much of a coward to step into the shadows?
They can't stop me.
Then do it! The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here.
Brand new sword and it's already useless. Okay. Alright, this must be where I just came from. Just checking. Oh, yikes. I can't even step out of that darkness, or out of the light over there anymore. Pay better attention to which direction I'm going here. Okay.
Don't be fooled.
Now we have a torch. That's better. That's better than nothing.
No. It's a trick.
You're a trick.
Do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua. It's so loud.
It's not her.
So full of hate.
It's a trap.
I just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away. And he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now.
Oh, is that all?
He
Just to
says I will
silence
die
them.
if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead. No, they want me with them.
I think someone's earned a beheading.
That's why they crawl through the walls. Do you see them? Do you see their faces? He's coming. Senua, help me. No, get me out of here. Don't go.
Where has she gone? She's disappeared again.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started. When her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time
Too much.
she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father, Sinbel.
That's good.
I suppose I just didn't
Don't start
want to
now.
risk upsetting her.
No, it's not. It's gonna run out soon.
But it doesn't
She
matter
hasn't got
now,
much time.
does it?
It's gonna burn out. She's too slow.
A torch isn't gonna burn out. Calm down.
Hidden in plain sight. She has it. You have it. Keep going. Where's the next? Two more to find. I can feel them. Two more to find. Why are you doing these pointless
Shortcut.
They're meaningless. There's nothing behind the door. Dillian, it's just another trial. It's just another trick. Just to distract her from her real mission.
I'm going to light as many of these as I can find.
Or is she? Dillian is dead.
I would hope that there would be more in here. There we go. Here's some. I should probably be using this more as an indicator of where I've already been. And less just to comfort myself, but here we are. In need of the comfort.
The light is. She can sense it. What's she doing? She's lighting the torch. Fight! Send! She's hurt. There's blood.
Oh. Way too many of those hits.
Watch out! Behind you! Behind you!
Get to a spot where I can actually see would be nice. Come on.
Behind you! You're stronger than me. Ended it. Didn't. You can't go anywhere without your light. Take the torch and move.
Yes, please. There's a voice I'll listen to. Take the torch. Where were we?
She has it.
She did it. She's done it.
This place.
Beautiful.
It reminds her of the isolating,
One more,
suffocating
I suppose?
darkness that she lived through as a young girl. Imprisoned in her room at night, the faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it?
You're telling me everyone can't
There
see
are
them?
monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zinbel, could see the monster in her.
Maybe it's down. I've only gone up so far. Check up once more. I think we already went that way. So let me try down. See if that's a wise move. Oh, there's no wise moves here.
Keep going. She'll have to go under. She can't. She has to. She can't. The torch will go out.
Don't let the torch go out.
She can do it.
She can't do it.
The light's gone out. Run! Get through it as quick as you can. The panic is here.
Okay, so the rune is somewhere around here. Let's get a torch first. So glad to see a torch.
She can find it. The light. Where is it? The light will keep us. The light will guide you.
Calm down. Becoming old friends at this point.
Do you feel it? The beast
I feel it.
into your mind.
I feel the beast.
Yes. It found your mother and used her to trap you in here.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
That's a fantastic joke. Let's make sure we got this. I believe we did. Good, good. Okay, let's never speak of this place ever again.
It's a trap. The beast is coming. Stupid little bee. What have you done?
No! No!
You've lost him. It's over.
The darkness is back. You lost him. You've lost him. Get to the light!
Without his head, you will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed. Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your fathers in the one you pined for Dillion. Do you remember the darkness, Senua?
Of course I do, Dad.
Is bringing it back.
Of course I remember. Every child remembers the darkness.
Mother, why did you leave me?
Is that who this is? Melina Jurgens? I'm probably butchering that. She is fantastic. Oh my goodness.
It's spreading. Father's
Absolutely BAFTA award worthy.
away from Dillion. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Dillion.
That's the spirit. Dillion. That's the spirit in question. We gotta go find him. Just wants to make sure we've got a good look down there. That's the price of entry. Okay, you can get further into hell, but you look down the pit of nothing. Okay, I'm fine with that. Oh no, that's bad. Eek. So sorry. I did make a huge mistake just there. Let us take the torch first. How about that?
She knows the beast is down there. He's always...
That was close. Almost lost myself to my darker urges there in the corridor. Whew. Yet another rune seal.
It's nearly over.
I have had enough. Okay.
Focus now.
Excellent time for focus. You were right.
Finished.
No. That was a terrible block.
Focus now.
Very efficient. Oh, yikes. I again forgot to grab my torch. I really need to be better at that. I'm finally learning now that we're almost out of this section. Okay, let's light this and see where that gets us. Do you mean her outfit or one of the attackers' topless bird ensemble? Because either way, it's hugely fashionable. It's one of those two. We'll draw our own conclusions. Perfect. Okay, what's next in the hideous cave of darkness?
Her father tried to help her,
But she wouldn't listen.
No, he did not. He was not. She did. She did her best. I could do this all day.
Save her from the darkness.
No, he was. He wasn't. No, he wasn't right.
But she wouldn't listen. And now everybody is dead because of her.
I feel like I'm the only voice in her head with any sort of sense.
She should have known. She should have. Why doesn't she learn? When will she learn? She doesn't understand.
Now the darkness has Dillian's.
And it will take it and never give it back.
She can search and search, but she will never find it.
She's let the darkness in. It's the end.
The darkness will take her like it took her mother.
She can't resist. The lights run out. She'll die.
Oh. There we go.
She'll die. She has to.
Okay, so that looks like part of it up there. But where would I go once my torch is doused by that water? I wonder. Did I come out of there or did I jump down? I think I jumped down, so this must be new. Let's check. we go. This may do run towards here.
She's lighting. She's making light. She's making a fire.
So once we get through the water, we can just race this way to the torch.
What's she thinking? She's going to get there.
I just told you what I'm thinking. I hope this works, and that I'm not supposed to somehow put that ramp down ahead of time, because I wouldn't know how to do that. Okay.
Stop! Get through. Get up! Get up!
Oh my. That was close. Okay.
Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. What is she doing? Stop! Stop! Keep going. Quick.
This should create a shadow for the other side.
Faster, faster, keep going, keep going.
Get through and relight.
Stop!
Oh, that's nice. Alright. Now, how about right about here?
She can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
Oh, yikes. Another tunnel of hands. It's very Jim Henson's labyrinth up in here. Jim Henson's, David Bowie's, Jennifer Connelly's labyrinth. All up in here.
I hear you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
Oh, there goes my torch. Okay.
Dillian, I see you. The beast has Dillian. No. You're not taking
Okay. Got my boyfriend's head back.
I can smell you.
No.
Regrettably, I'm now face to face with the guardian of hell itself.
I am leaving with him.
Turn your back on me. That is why Dillian will rot in hell. Come into my shadow.
Oh, I really should just be waiting for those, instead of trying to hit him extra. I'm gonna kick you, sir. Kick you in your face. Oh, yikes. Okay. Where's it coming from? There it was. too slow. Ah, they got me. There goes the corruption. And here we go. Oh, so slow. Seem to catch that right. It's such a shame. Ah, come on.
You can hear. Is it fine?
Should have been fine, I would think. Okay, he's gone now. Well, that seemed dramatic.
Evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand. Cold.
Corporations.
He tried to fix her with his rituals. Kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness. Or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left. Headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her.
Absolutely. Thank you for your focus reminders.
She wouldn't have survived.
I appreciate it.
Maybe Dillian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
It's not called Senua's sacrifice for nothing, I suppose.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shadow. Yes.
But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. For without it, I fear you would have left those slack. All this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see.
And I will continue to do so.
And take me to the mountain.
This is my promise, Dad.
I won't stand in your way. You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
She's come this far. She wants to go forward. She wants this. She wants to save Dillian's soul. She must listen to the show. Going, Senua.
Oh.
What? Hella's gate.
Well, we're almost there.
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hella's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillian. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
See if there's anything up here first. Just in case.
She has the soul. She is rotting. She is nearly dead. She must defeat her. There is no way she can defeat Hella. She must. Hella is more powerful. She must. But she has the soul. She can only Hella has Dillian's soul. She must speak to her. She must fight.
Well, this is seeming like perhaps the way to go.
No reason. There has to be a... She can't fight. Turn back. Is she strong enough? She's not. Are you strong enough? She can't. You're strong enough. Senua is strong. She is not. She's strong enough. Hella has defeated her twice. She can walk.
There we go.
Behind you.
Ah, so early every time. Another one bites the dust. Alright. Brief musical refrain. I think that was where we just repaired the bridge. Let's check this way.
No. She cannot bargain with Hella. She's not strong enough to kill Hella. What does Hella want? No one can bargain with Hella. What does Hella want? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. That sounds rotting. She can't die.
that's harsh. It's a low blow. No, she shouldn't bargain her soul. It's worthless. She has nothing to give.
It's too dangerous. She's done it before.
My feelings.
She's done it before. She can. She can. She'll do it again. Of course she can. How will she do it?
There must be a way.
Senua, you have to try.
She'll never make it.
She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before.
You have to fight on. She can't.
The final battle.
Get his soul back. It's the final task.
Yes, it is.
I love that.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it?
Little fourth wall break for you there.
You showed me how to see further.
Of
To
sorts.
see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new
How did I
paths
miss
into
that
the
one?
unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
Smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere.
Calm down, Druth.
Prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
Okay, so there's one more section on the far side that looks like it needs assistance. I don't know exactly how to get an angle on it, but I'm sure it will make sense eventually. Ah yes, I probably need to step out onto it now that it's repaired to get an angle on one of these. Now that I have a place to stand.
She's found a way. There's a way.
Yes.
She must align herself. She can do it.
There's the door.
Let's try that.
She aligns herself. It's there.
Make sure I got that. Check if this is unlocked. Nope. Alright. There better be something at the top of all of these stairs. Oh, here we go again. No, thank you. assuming it's this way. And a complete bridge, finally. Oh, we're almost there. Just need to make our way back down the stairs. Careful now, it's slippery with moss. Moss and the blood of others. Mostly the blood of others. Just after moss from the IT crowd, I assume? In first or second? Alright, let us luxuriously enjoy this bridge that we worked so hard for. Oh, they got me. Yikes. Keep catching it from the side. I think I've earned a gentle push on this door. After all of that bridge repair. It's only right.
Wait. What? What happens when she dies? What happens to us? What happens to us?
And what happens to you?
We don't want to die.
We'll all die someday.
Oh, curious.
And when everyone's gone,
Frightened, are you?
the gods will die.
We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop. Turn back. Stop.
Stop.
You should have thought about that earlier.
She's going to die. She won't stop. Stop.
There's no sense begging for your lives now.
I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
I don't want to die. Please stop. 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 You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them. They are afraid, like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
Well, not anymore.
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor.
It's nothing like the old stories.
No. Oh, this place is not quite like that.
Still missing a few.
It knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
Wait, Senua. Mother. Don't see me like this. Turn away, Senua. Turn away, Senua!
I do apologize if you were
You see it?
hoping to sleep tonight. That's my bad.
You see the darkness, faces fear and suffering.
You can see it.
Dad, I don't know what to say here. We're gonna have to have some words, you and I.
I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. You understand, son?
Oh, I understand. I do.
I do understand. You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Only suffer for it brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
Hello there.
It was all a lie. You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you. And so you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandoned you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You are the darkness.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you.
It hurts so much to try to face these things. Goodness.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me. Ah!
This is not the time, guys. You're gonna want to step away. Really just wouldn't suggest it.
I can see through your darkness. You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
Look at you. Running forward, moving backwards to wallow your miserable past.
That's what you have to do.
Searching for Dillion. The same mistake that killed him in the first place. I'm trying to save you from yourself. You still believe it is a lie? The plague of darkness, the butchering of Dillion by the Norsemen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillion's soul if the darkness is a lie? How you saved him?
He's here. I know he's here.
Going again.
I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you.
Oh. Gotta fight everything over again. Everything that came before. I don't think I've countered a single one of those so far.
Watch out.
On to the beastie. potentially the worst combat so far, but we made it.
I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillion is gone. Dillion is dead. Let him go now. I'm warning you.
Or what? What can he do to me that you haven't already? Fight me. Come on.
You betrayed your own father. You betrayed the gods in search of Dillion, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of your battle. Let go of your destiny. Let go of Dillion. Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
Behind you.
It worked. He made me hate the darkness. You happy now? Is this what you wanted? Again.
Watch out.
I don't appear to be able to hurt her. I can't even lock onto her. I feel like at this point it's just me. She's not trying to hurt me. I think I'm hurting myself.
Watch out. Be careful, Senua. Careful. Careful.
Let go. Go, Senua.
I don't want to let go. It's difficult. I don't want to die. It's difficult. But I understand. I think that That might be the saddest boss battle of all time. I'm hugely impressed.
If you're alive, and there's no darkness, then you never took him from me, did you? And I can't save Dorian. Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a lie, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know he's here. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him.
And there's the point.
No fear. No hate.
We finally reached it.
No quest. Nothing. And you will have no power over me.
Oh, Melina Jurgens, I'm so sorry. And bravo, by the way.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the
This is where my story once began. And so it has to
thank you once more, and goodbye.